high up in the sky, its cold rays shining on dark trees that stretched on, bearing us to the pith of our destination. It is not like the moon that shone on the dormitory floor, picking up our clothes but leaving our copybooks, our satchels, and our belongings as we were told. I hid my diary, as it was my last link with my life. But we had not lost hope. We knew that by then the search parties would have begun, our parents, our elders, our teachers, all in pursuit. Through the open sides of the truck, we throw things out in order for them to trace us. A comb, a belt, a hanky, scraps of paper with names scrawled on them. Find us! Find us! We talk in whispers and try to give each other courage. We enter dense jungle, trees of all kinds meshed together, taking us into their vile embrace. Nature had gone amok here. The terrain underneath is so rugged that even the motorcyclists who have been riding along to stop us from escaping keep losing their grip and are thrown onto high embankments. Rebecca says to me, "Let's jump for it." But I hesitate. She says, "Better die than be in their hands." She has been praying to God ever since we left that school, and God has told her that these are bad men and that we must flee. Seconds passed, and I still see it as in a mirage. That gap between two trucks. Rebecca grasping an overhanging branch, swinging from it, and then jumping. I thought, she is somewhere on that ground, dead, or maybe not dead. My nerves failed me, and moreover, one of the leaders bellows, "If any one of you jumps, you will be shot." They must have assumed that she was dead. The trucks lurch on, and we are jolted hither and thither. Aisha, who had dozed for a moment, comes awake, shouting her mother's name. Wrenched from a dream, she starts to cry. Someone puts a hand over her mouth, otherwise we will all be beaten. We are terrified. We have nothing more to throw out. We had gone too far to be traced. There is only Babby and me now. She cries from the pit of her empty belly, hoarse, savage cries, and I say to her, "You have no name and no father." I bark at her. Sometimes I want to kill her. My breasts are the size of egg cups, and she is tugging at the nipples, as if she too wants to kill me. We search for a well, because the water in the ditches is brown and muddy. It tastes foul. We drink the clear water in the cavity of the big rocks. I cup my hands in it, and she laps it up eagerly, swallows it, as if she might choke. Those are our moments of grace, fresh water, a little reprieve from thirst and hopelessness. I have no notion of what day it is, or what month, or what year. All I know is that the air is scudded with sand blowing in from the Sahel, that scrapes our eyes and half blinds us. Where there are no trees, the earth is an ochre yellow, scored with deep zigzag lines, quite a picture, and the young curled leaves are starting to sprout on the tips of the branches. In the night, when I lie awake, I see sky, a vast violet expanse of sky, a land of beauty that has become a place of woe. So many dead girls. The sad soughing of the trees. I lay her down, with her head pillowed on a bit of raised turf. It is the only time she sleeps. I sleep in snatches, for fear of what might befall us. Sometimes I wake in a dream with wet eyelids, a dream of a person I must have known or even loved. But this is not the time for either memory or pathos. Occasionally, I hear the barking of dogs in the distance. I have not sighted a single human being in days, and I fear that when I do, we will be dragged back for the bloodiest end.